Another way. Are we live?
Yeah, I think so.
Hi, world.
Yay!
Yay!
Should we
Well,
just
sound check?
Oh,
Can you hear
yeah,
us?
sound check.
Yeah, can we get a thumbs up or a exclamation point or something if you can hear us okay? We may be millennials, but we're a little... we haven't used YouTube before like this. Thanks, Gabe.
Yeah.
Cool. So welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for being here. We're live on YouTube as well as Instagram. You can follow us at body_sonnet. My name is Moscelyne. I'm the director of BodySonnet. And if you don't know us, we are a collective of contemporary dance makers. We're currently in residence at Walnut Hill School for the Arts in Natick. Yeah, this is our second residency, and we create site-specific, whoa, that's sun, okay. We create site-specific work, reimagining performance for different unconventional spaces. Yeah, so sorry, as I said, my name is Moscelyne. I'm originally from the Berkshires. You can call me Mossy. I'm an alumni of Walnut Hill and Juilliard, as well as HS Pro. Yeah. What? Okay.
Hi, I'm Mio Ishikawa. I'm originally from Tokyo, Japan. I'm based in New York. I'm excited to be here. Although I'm not alumni of Walnut Hill, it's been great to be here and with beautiful people. Yeah, my pronoun is she, her.
My name is Lammer, pronouns he, him. And I'm from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and co-founder with Moscelyne for BodySonnet. And yeah, on to you.
Hey, I'm Jake. From New York, also an alumni of Walnut Hill.
Oh, me too.
Happy to be here.
Yes.
Sorry. Cool. Okay, so today we are doing, we're going to show you an excerpts and also a little process of the new piece we're making called Arena. Essentially, the piece premieres on July 22nd at 8 p.m. here at Walnut Hill School for the Arts in a large field on campus. So it is a new site-specific work. We'll show you some stuff today. Essentially, it's inspired directly from the field that we're dancing in. And the word / title, arena, kind of came from the way the field is shaped in a dome like an arena, and also with influence from kind of the quarantine pandemic moment we're experiencing and what it might be like to kind of step back into life or the arena, once kind of this all changes. So
Yeah.
Mia?
So, sure. Shall
Kick
we
us off?
start?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
First of all, we would like to invite to this idea of hands-free improvisation, which came from our own experience of coming back to studio and working together, physically together in the same space again from quarantine. When we came back, I was curious how we can amplify this sensation of being with somebody else as we caring each other, listening to each other, and sharing our own stories. So, yeah, I would like to explain a bit of what it is, the score of improvisation, which is really simple. Okay, Sean, can you? So we have worked this improvisation as pair. One person becomes caregiver, which is me, and one person becomes a receiver. Caregiver person can simply use their hands scanning partner's body as I give him energy, love, care, sharing, all that. And receiver person can receive however he wants. For example, as I'm scanning his body, he can close his eyes, he can come forward, to hand, he can move away, or he can be still, or yeah, any choice is valid, and it's really about sensing energy and caring. Yeah. So we've been exploring, because when we came back to studio, we're kind of like in between of like, okay, we're in the same space again, and touching, being touched again, which is very distant feeling, at least for me, like coming back from being isolated and not being able to work in the same space. So we started this improvisation to kind of catch up with what we have left. Yeah, so I'd like to actually do this improvisation as pairs next couple of minutes to show how it looks like. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, cool. We'll see. Okay. Also, if anyone has any questions, feel free to just throw them in the chat and we can talk over those later. But we'll dance now.
So, should we talk about the duets? Yeah. So the duets that me and Jake did and Sean and Mossy did together are the movement that that's made of the improvisation, hands-free improvisation we did. Yeah, we used the improvisation as a tool to create materials and tell our stories, which was very exciting and yeah, great. And we're still working on clarity and quality of this duet, but we wanted to share a bit of our experience dancing on duet. So yeah, thank you for watching.
Cool. Yeah. So now we're going to show some other duets that we created actually before we started this exploration. So Sean and Jay created a duet together, and Mio and I created one for each other. This stemmed from an exploration where Mio created a solo for me, and I created a solo for her, and then we kind of put those two worlds together to form this duet. We were inspired by lyrics from classic pop songs in the 50s. Because they feel very presentational and almost like they could take place in a stadium or an arena sort of setting. So kind of examining facade and character as well, but then also this idea of strong and soft qualities that I think we both really see and value in each other. So yeah, we'll just show you this little duet, and we created it in the studio, and now we do it in the field, and now we're doing it in the studio. So that's an interesting negotiation and exploration as well. Cool.
Okay, music is what?
I can start it.
Okay.
All right. So this comes about halfway in the piece, and we'll just show a little bit of it today.
Nice.
Next.
Yeah.
Okay. Next is another duet made a little differently, but then also very inspired. Well, has become influenced by some of the things that Mio was talking about in the receiver, caretaker, and then kind of like two bodies coming together to make one kind of super body. Anyway, that's all we need to say. Let's do that.
Yeah. Mia, you could, or, yeah. Okay.
I think the music, the beginning.
Yeah, but that's an excerpt of a larger
Work in progress.
work in progress that happens on a field. But yeah, I think, again, I think Mio's words and thoughts have influenced it now a lot and shaped it in a different way that I think feels really nice.
Maybe we can talk a little bit about what working on the field has been like,
Yeah.
and also what that means for future site-specific projects.
Yeah.
Your ideas.
Totally. So, yeah, so we're all basically trained for proscenium work. Yeah. So sprung floor, sprung stage. I mean, quarantine, I feel like, has definitely given us a new appreciation of the site-specific and everyday life.
Yeah.
And definitely, I don't know, I feel like now I walk around and I see dance everywhere, which I feel like is a really lovely development in a way. And it's interesting, especially as an alum of the Hill, spending so much time hanging out on the field, walking across it for classes, having candlelight ceremony there, etc. It has so many connotations. So returning to it as a professional dancer who is interpreting it as a proscenium, basically, has been an interesting development. And I think definitely we came back into the studio with this mentality of, yay, Marley, oh my gosh, and then going on the field. Some things are so much more difficult and some things feel so good. Yeah, do you all have anything to say about that as well? The actual like technicalities or there's a lot of sensation out there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to say something, Mia?
Oh, sure,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I feel like this is the continuation of adapting to the space which we all experienced during quarantine, dancing in your living room, bedroom, and the skill of adapting has been translated to our experience, making materials in the studio and bringing out in the field and experiment it, and something works, something failed, and yeah, it's a continuation.
Yeah.
Life, yeah.
And I think a huge theme in the work that we've been talking about so far is negotiation. So not just between us and our steps and ideas and choreography, but also when we go to the field, some things feel so much easier because the grass is a larger cushion than maybe like the hard marley or an unsprung floor. So some movements lend themselves to like being easier and you can extrapolate them and make them bigger or repeat them, whereas others are completely cut short and don't even work sometimes. So then you are negotiating between what you keep, what you make new for the stage, which is now the field, and also how that works in the context of peace.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, our first site-specific work was made in 3 racquetball courts, which are actually closer to the feeling of a stage in a way. They're very sterile. There's wooden floors, great acoustics, and something about the field is just kind of swallows you up in a beautiful way. And also, you don't have to, it's already a beautiful thing without activity happening there. So that's, yes, another, you can tell the motif is negotiation in this piece.
Between us and Mother Nature.
Between us and Mother Nature, exactly. Yeah.
It's true. And another thing we kind of went through was like building a set on the field. And I think we quickly realized that like bringing these big man-made things into the field is so counterintuitive. And it's like you said, there's so much there already. So there's a dance to be made there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So in addition to creating duets to sort of, oh, sorry, yeah, we're navigating all the technology. In addition to creating duets for each other, we also decided that creating solos would be really interesting and also kind of help define our path through this piece, whether or not all the material makes it in or not. So Sean actually crafted a solo, which has ended up being the beginning of the piece. And he kind of emerges out of the atmosphere of the field. During his solo, Jake will be saying a monologue, which is in the works as well. So we'd like to share with you just a bit of the raw material that Sean crafted and I think has really influenced us all and the trajectory of this piece, as well as the words and the musings that Jake is saying. We'll save the words for the real thing to be at the show. But yeah, so yeah, let's show. Nice. Do you want the music from the piece?
Beautiful.
Yay!
Yeah. So,
Cool. Thanks, Sean. So that's how the piece starts. You'll see snippets of everything else we've shown you today in it as well. Yeah, shows July 22nd at 8 p.m. It's going to be on the field live. It's a drive-in performance. So socially distanced, totally safe. It's free. It will also be live streamed on YouTube Live. We've been collaborating with everyone at Walnut Hill to make this happen. We're so grateful for all their help. Also wanted to mention that we're collaborating with a visual artist named Monica Hamilton to help produce wonderful content and just artistic captures in a different medium of what we're doing. Yeah, we all hope to see you there, and we hope that you continue to follow our work. You can find out more about us on BodySonnet.org, support our future projects, subscribe to our newsletter, all that jazz.
Okay. Thanks so much
All right.
for coming.
Thank you.
for joining.